Hi, everyone. I totally forgot this computer is not the best to do web videos. The webcam isn't all that great, but that's okay. I'm still going to get this out to you. I have been working through a lot of stuff and having a really good time. So much growth, so many things are happening, which is really awesome. But I am never, how do I want to word this? Let me start again. I keep hearing the same thing. And it's something that I actually want you to think about. So you've done a lot of self growth. You've done affirmations. You've been looking at the experts. You've been looking at the thought leaders. You've been looking at gurus and all of these people that inspire you. Yet, have you ever come to a time where you hear what is said and they give you step by step instructions of what to do, what not to do, how to shift, how to grow? And yet you're like, okay, this person is an expert. I really admire them. And yet the steps that they're giving me, I don't know, like, it's not that I'm afraid to do the work. It's not afraid that I'm afraid to do something new, but I can't seem to get behind the message that they're given. I can't get behind what they're laying down, right? That that happens, and that's totally understandable. The thing is that you have this beautiful gift within you, and it is not only your intuition. It is also inner wisdom. So throughout your whole life, you've been gathering wisdom and experience and knowledge, right? So other people outside of your world, the leaders, the experts, they don't have the same experience you do. And they have different thoughts and different beliefs and different emotions about things. And that's totally awesome. Everybody is allowed to have their own. But please trust the inner wisdom that you feel. That doesn't mean that you can't grow. That doesn't mean that you don't want to push past limits that you have or beliefs or see something differently. Of course, you want to look at things differently and grow outward, right? But if you can't get behind something that you're being told to do, there's nothing wrong with you. First, there's nothing wrong with you. Okay. You are perfectly exactly where you are and where you're meant to be. And that's awesome. If you are told, hey, go do this, or let's use, oh my God, there's so many diets out there, right? So many diets. But all of the diets in the world and all of the gym routines in the world, they take bits and pieces of what works for other people and people experiment with them and they find what works for them, and then because they know that this works for them and they know that they're not the only person in the world that this is going to work for, they then send it to the world and they're like, hey, I found this amazing thing, this step-by-step process that is going to help you lose weight or get in fit or get a routine, and this is the best way to do it and this is going to work for you. And yet, as many people as it does help, there are probably the same amount of people where the steps don't work for them. It's not that either group is lucky or dislucky, or that there's something wrong with the program because it didn't work for these people. It's just different ways of people doing things and being. Sorry, I hit my microphone. I hope that didn't get too loud. So that is the same with life, okay? So if different routines, workout routines, and different diets work for some people, but not others, the group that it doesn't work for, it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with them. It doesn't mean that they failed. It doesn't mean anything other than these particular things aren't going to work. So that's what can happen when you talk to a guru or a teacher or an expert or a coach or a leader, which I know is a little ironic because I'm a mentor and a teacher, and I do support women. But the goal is that once you're done working with a coach or a leader, is that you get to move on with your life, having the tools to support yourself. So that's what intuition coaching does. Intuition coaching or inner wisdom coaching. So what I do, so ultimately what my purpose is to have women tap into their own inner wisdom, trust it without fear, trust that they can voice their own opinions and go after their dreams, all by tapping into their inner wisdom. You have the ability to tap into this inner wisdom as well. This inner wisdom is your key to, like, the answer key to everything that goes on in your life. I have been doing this for years, and the transformation that I have seen in myself, the confidence I have, the changes that my family have seen. And it's not because I'm like, oh, whatever, teachers and experts, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. It's because I go, oh, okay, I this works for me. I need to look at this. I need to expand on this. I like this. This I can get behind. And there are other things where I will look at it and I will read it. I will be like, okay, well, that's really interesting. And I'll look at it for a little while. And if it just isn't something that I can get behind, I don't force myself into a square peg. It's not possible for me. So I go, okay, well, at this time, this doesn't work for me. Sorry. Oh my God. My cat is here and she like tore across the room and it scared the crap out of me. See, totally unscripted. Oh my God. Oh, now I have to try to get back to where myself is. Oh, great. Like on my journey to what works and what doesn't. So if something falls in my lap, some like routine or suggestions or something that I have learned, if I can't, like if I try to do something and every ounce of me, like I feel resistance, I feel pushback, I feel like, I know that there's nothing wrong with me. I'm not being stubborn. I'm not being bitchy. I'm not being aggravating. I'm not stuck in a place of judgment or fear. I have to do all that work to make sure that that's not what's going on. But if I still can't get behind it, just because I was given this thing, this template by an expert or a teacher, and I can't get behind it, there's nothing wrong with me. It's just this point or this path or this option. I know is not going to work for me. So I need to go find something else. I can take the foundation of what was given to me and I can go to my inner knowledge and my inner wisdom. I was like, okay, well, this is the core. This is the intention of this practice. How can I bring it into myself so that I grow, push past comfort zones, and still get an amazing result? And that's where my intuition comes in. That's where my wisdom comes in. The more I listen to what I want, what I know works for me, while pushing boundaries, you got to push, you can't stay comfortable, you got to push boundaries. The more I do that, the easier life gets. The more love I have for myself, the more faith I have in myself, the more faith I have in the universe, the more trust I have in my intuition, the more freedom I end up creating for myself, the more I bust through limiting beliefs and thoughts and actions that don't serve a purpose, that don't support me. I cannot begin to tell you the difference in my life and my clients' lives. Let me tell you, all the clients that have been working with me and that bust through their shoulds, have tos, need tos, hearing other people's voices nattering on in their heads. Once they recognize that that is just freaking white noise, the changes that they have seen exponential. Careers that they love, becoming a light worker and serving others in ways that they never thought possible, finding love, finding self-confidence, tapping into who they knew they always wanted to be and always were, finding their self-confidence, shining and showing up every single day. Like just that's all they're doing is listening to their inner voice and tapping into that and being like, oh my God, I no longer have to carry the weight of society's expectations, family's expectations, friends' expectations, coworkers' expectations. I don't have to carry that anymore. I don't have to hear the nattering, limiting, tiny little loud voice within me. I don't have to listen to that anymore. And I don't have the weight on my shoulders of expectations that too just accepted without even knowing. So the more you understand all of those things, and all of the impact that those have on you and trying to shove yourself into a square box when you are a beautiful star, you get to like live your life the way you want to live it. I'm Sarah Manning. I am an oracle as featured in the Business Trends and LA Weekly. So exciting to be able to say that. And it really, truly is my mission to support spiritual women who are looking to stop the noise and tap into what they want with their lives, finding purpose, finding deep soul connections with the universe, finding that confidence, their voice, the ability to create dreams that they want, make way for love, and so much more. That is my mission. And that is what I do through my 12-week Embrace Your Intuition one-on-one coaching program. I also have a daily app that supports that journey called Intuify, which is also so amazing. There's so many amazing things on there. There's talks like this one. Actually, I will probably put this on the app. There are journal prompts. There are intuition tips. There are card readings. There are so many things. That's where I will go live when I do live sessions with people for free. Like, it's such a big thing. So that's another key to support you on your spiritual journey to connect to your inner voice and inner wisdom. But to wrap it all up, what I want you to know, what I want you to believe, what I want of this whole thing is, I want you to start believing and trusting and loving and celebrating your own inner wisdom, because beautiful, you got it. You know it. And the reason why it feels a little off and a little quiet sometimes is because you just have to turn the volume up. Once you learn how to turn the volume up, get out of your way. You will be that confident rock star, never apologizing for your beliefs, your opinions, or what you've got in your life. It is such an amazing thing. If you're interested in learning more about the program, you can go to my website at sarahsmanning.com and apply to work with me. Space is always limited, or you can DM me here. Happy to list the options for you here as well, and or click on the link, whatever works for you. But I'm posting this video everywhere. It was so much fun to do. I love it. I love it. For more information on me and my story, you can look on social media anywhere. I will also post the links about from the 2 articles that I mentioned, so you can learn more about me and my journey. And yeah, thanks for listening to me rip and to go off. It was a lot of fun. Live in light, love and light, and have a fantastic day.